most of them have become too busy.
Yeah.
They've left the raising of their children to the maids and the teachers, and they don't really know their children because they are not part of their lives and all these things. And you can't expect somebody else to raise your child. They won't give it 100%.
Yeah.
The teachers will be there, they'll correct what they see, but they won't really play the parent role to these children.
Yeah.
And then these same children, they get out there, they feel like the parents are not there, maybe the teachers are too harsh on them. They want something that maybe.
Hello, a very good day from wherever you are watching us from. This is Hawiloyo, and the program on here is Untold Truth. If you are joining us for the first time, kindly consider subscribing because amazing conversation just coming just for you. For our returning subscribers, we say a very thank you because you're amazing people, the family of Untold Truth. Remember that this is the only platform we are talking about the society, the reflection of the society. This is where you can get entertained at the same time you get educated. And then remember that this is where we talk about that amazing conversation. And you know what? That power can change your life tomorrow. And so today I have amazing guest with amazing story, just amazing. So but before that, let's talk about this love nut. When you are just about to take your breakfast, don't forget to take about love. Don't forget to think about love nut. When you're talking about love nut, the name itself is love, so it is love nut. Remember that family will be happy because it's love. So one thing I love with this love nut is that love nut is very natural. Something natural. I know your body needs something very natural, and this love nut, hey, iko juu pale, natural, and then it's so tasty. And then when we talk about affordability, love nut is so affordable. Anybody can purchase love nut. So what are you waiting for? Take your love nut, can push you to 1 month. When you have a big family, take two. Just take two. So just holler, the number is below there, and you get your love nut today. When you order, you get it immediately. Now we are back to our conversation. Allow me to introduce my guest. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, introduce yourself to this family.
So hi guys, my name is Debbie Jane. I'm an author of the book Veiled Heart, and I'm really happy to be with you guys today.
Okay, meskia true author. When you're talking about author, this is the only platform we always bring authors. And you remember the other author we brought here, she was so amazing. And then today, I bring you amazing guest again about just writing, Now these stories, we are putting them on books, so you can refer something to it. So, Debbie, take us through. Who is this Debbie before start the conversation?
Debbie is a young, energetic girl who has been up and about trying to make it into the film and book industry.
Yeah.
Yes, so I started my writing back in 2016 as an online and social media writer. Yeah, so it's been a very long and bumpy journey to a point where now I get to publish my very own first book.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before that, Debbie, everything must start somewhere.
Yes.
Where did you come from? Where did you start from?
Let's say I started by writing journals.
Yeah.
Something I didn't really know would become something big.
Yeah.
So it's actually my parents at the age of, I don't know, around 8, 9.
Yeah.
I started writing journals. I just write how my day was and such stuff. And then there's this time that my parents found a book I was writing. They went through it and then they were like, wow, we didn't know you can actually write like this. This is amazing. So to me, it was like they were invading my privacy, but to them, they saw something that I never saw in myself. So pole through high school, I used to write in school. And when I got out of school, now I took on social media. We started in a group on Facebook called the Bakari K. Bakari Creative Stories. So that's where I took writing seriously, where we had a fan base and people kept following the stories and we'd update like every other day. And it became what it is today.
When you talk about author and want to venture in film,
yes,
were you admiring maybe one day you be an actor or you be the writer of that?
Not an actor really, though when you're writing, when you're writing a script, a story, you act like 1,000 characters in one person. It's always in your head. So I wasn't really looking up to be an actor really, but it was the writing part of it, the script part of it. Yes.
Was that point when you came to realize that now you need to put it on something where people can refer? And what motivated you to put it down on a book?
A lot of things motivated me. First of all, when I started writing, my end game wasn't to really put it in a book. I wanted to venture into the film industry, write scripts and just see my work on TV. But then after trying and failing, the industry works in such a way that I don't know if I should say you must know someone to get to where you want to get to. So doing it on my own, on our own, I have a friend of mine that we've been walking this journey with. So doing it on our own wasn't really easy as we had expected it to be. We started with a group of guys, cameramen and writers and actors and all these things, a lot of talent. We came together to like make this thing work for us. But along the way, it flopped, like it failed. Then we started another group, it failed again. Because, you could be having a vision, but not everyone has the same vision like you. Some just wants to be famous, others just wants to be seen, but you are the one who knows where you want to go at the end of the day. So a lot of these groups didn't work. And so my friend and I, we were like, no, we are not giving up. If this film thing is not working for now, then let's do book first. Let's publish our book so that at least at the end of the day, we'll have something to show for the hard work that we've been putting through. Yes, that's how I ended up publishing a book.
After 2 disappointments, and then you still go ahead and write a book.
Yes.
What really motivated you to continue with that spirit?
I didn't want to be a failure. All my life, I've always thought that there's nothing good that can come out of me, given the upbringing that I got. I was this child that I was very quiet and even in class I wouldn't raise my hand. I wasn't confident about myself. So going through these 2 groups, this journey, and then I kept failing, I was like, no, this is not how I want it to go down. I have to keep pushing. I have to get where I want to get to at the end of the day. So I think for me, I just didn't want to end up like a failure.
Okay.
Yes.
So you now came to realization that you need to go on after the group splitted.
Yes.
And then now the story, how did you came? But is this the same story you are when you are with those guys, or the story just came along?
No. I've written a lot of stories. But only this one I got to publish it. There's that story that you write and people respond so well to it. Like people fell in love with this story. And I don't know how that happened, but people just love this story. So I was like, okay, so since this is one of those stories that people really appreciated, why don't I just put it in a book so that people worldwide can read it and just share my thoughts.
Talking about story saying that people like it means you are already shared to some people.
I told you we started writing online. Yeah, so most of these stories, before even we thought of putting them in a book, we used to post them online, and have people follow them and all these things. So that's where you get a lot of feedback. You see how people respond to your work and all these things. So I can't say a lot of people read it, just the group that we had at that time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now take us through the story.
The story is called Veiled Hearts.
Yeah.
This is the book, how it looks like.
Veiled Heart.
Yes, it's called Veiled Heart. Though when I was posting it on social media, it had a different name. And I had to change the name because I was advised by my editor to change the name. Because when you write a book, there's a way especially when you're writing for an active audience, there's a way you just want to play with their mind. So in the process of playing with their mind, the title didn't really go with the way I wanted the story to go. So I had to change the title to fit the way the story was. So that's why I changed the title.
So what about the story?
So this story is about a soldier. It's about a soldier. It's about parenting. It's about relationships. It's about the things that happen in the society. So our main character here is a soldier. His name is Max. So Max, just to say something brief about him, he comes home for a short holiday. And he has this very stubborn girlfriend that he thought he'd have a future with. So when he's out there doing his thing as a soldier, he sends money home to this girlfriend thinking that he's creating a home or something like that. So when he comes home, one night when he's just sleeping on his couch, there's this very disturbing knock on the door. When he opens it, there's this very pregnant woman, but she's so hurt. She has stabs on her, and before the lady says anything, she faints on him. So his first instinct is to save this woman's life. So he takes her to the hospital, but on getting there, the lady dies, but the child survives. So Max takes it as his responsibility to raise this child. But a lot of things happen along the way as he takes on this job. He has to quit his job. There's this relationship. The girlfriend does not now understand what is going on with this baby thing, because now she starts thinking that Max had affairs, and it's just a complicated kind of situation, but it reflects a lot of things that really happen in the society.
Okay, when you talk about your story, you must have some audience you want to target. Who are you targeting?
My story can be read by anyone, high school students, the young adults, the parents, the old people. It's something that is really relatable to everyone in the society. So I don't have a particular audience, but it is very educative and anyone can read it and.
So what motivated you now to target everyone in the society? What that main thing that will make you going, that when you see your story maybe somewhere makes you happy?
I think the fact that a lot of people write about romance, and people have read romance, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just felt like people needed something different. This is a story that leaves so many questions in your mind. This girl grows up into a teenager. She's now in this phase in her life that she doesn't want to be told. She's just doing stuff. She does not know there's so much things these people sacrificed so that she could get to where she is right now. A point comes whereby now she's not listening to the dad. She's listening to the outside forces, which is really corrupting everything that is in the family. So I just felt like I needed to come with a different style of writing that could everyone could embrace, and that they could get something out of it and learn something out of it. So
okay, when you're talking about the society, on your view, how do you see our society? Is parents failed, or is kid everyone, or our youths? How do you see our society or leaders of the church?
I kind of think everybody has played a role in whatever that is happening.
Yeah.
First of all, like when we look at parents, I feel like parents have failed in their role of parenting their children.
Yeah.
Most of them have become too busy.
Yeah.
They've left the raising of their children to the maids and the teachers, and they don't really know their children because they are not part of their lives and all these things. And you can't expect somebody else to raise your child. They won't give it 100%. The teachers will be there, they'll correct what they see, but they won't really play the parent role to these children. And then these same children, they get out there, they feel like the parents are not there, maybe the teachers are too harsh on them. They want something that maybe something or people that can be able to understand them. The friends come in with drugs and alcohol and guns and all these things, so it just becomes one big mess.
Yes. When you are writing about this book, you are targeting the society,
yes,
the rotted society,
yes,
right now. I know when you are writing it, it means that you want to impact some lives,
yes,
and you want to educate some lives. What is that one thing when you are given that opportunity, maybe to change a society, to change the mind of the youth? What can you do?
To change the mind of the youth.
To be in a positive way.
That's a very complex question. Okay, I don't know. Basically, it's just to encourage them and just let them know that things like drugs and crime is not the answer to their problems. Yes, so I really don't know how to put it, but also I think it's just a connection of everyone. The parents should just play their roles. The church should play their roles. The teacher, everyone should just play their role, so that at the end of the day we have a society that everyone can feel good existing in.
Do you believe that religious leaders have really failed the youth?
I wouldn't really put that on them. Like I've said, everybody needs to play their part. You don't expect a religious leader to come to your home to teach you how to raise your child. You don't expect your child to look up to the religious leader so that they can be able to lead their life in a way that they should. It starts from home. You parent, set the example, put your child in a way that you want them to go. The religious leaders, they're just there to be a mirror to the society, but you can't expect them to do your job for you of raising your children and all these things. It starts from home.
Okay. Maybe God willing to say this book, maybe to start producing a film, maybe in 2 years' time, or in one, or even tomorrow. What do you expect at the end of that film of this book? What do you expect the change?
I expect better relationships between parents and their children. Communication is key in every relationship, especially when parents and children are involved. Some of these things we see, the joining of crimes and drugs and all these things, it's because there's no communication. One is communicating something, the other one is understanding the other. So at the end of the day, they clash, and everyone feels like, okay, since you're not listening to me, let me do my own thing. The other one also feels like, you are my child, I have the right to tell you what to do. So at the end of the day, nothing is working for anyone. So for me, I expect better parenting at the end of this film. I expect genuine friendships, because in this book there's a lot of non-genuine friendships. The backstabbing, the people who are good in your face, but when you turn their back, they're something else. So
wow, so amazing.
Thank you.
So amazing. So guys, when you're outside there, what are you waiting for? This is a nice book, amazing book, talking about everything in the society. What are you waiting for? Just purchase your one. How much?
1,000 bob for
Only
a
1,000.
copy.
Imagine, only 1,000 for a copy. And we can put it on a film form so that everybody can get access to it. Yeah, so guys, just take one, purchase one, so that we continue together. We bring the society in a manner that even you can be proud of.
Yes.
Okay, we are just winding up, so you can tell us the last thing, what you want to do maybe in some years to come, anything, your vision.
My vision, I don't know if I should speak about me and my friend because we work as a team. But my friend and I, we have this vision to be able to start up a production company. So that people like us who don't have someone to hold our hands, people like us there's so much talent out here. There are so many young writers, young filmmakers, cameramen, and all these things. They have the talent, but there's no one to hold their hand to get them to where they want to be at the end of the day. So my friend and I are looking forward to starting up a film industry, a production company, that is, to be able to mentor and nurture all these young people, just to be able to get them to their destination, as far as their dream is concerned. We also want to publish a lot of books. And I'm telling you, it's never disappointing with us. Once you read this book, you will be calling me and disturbing me and telling me, Debbie, you want to read more of your books. So in 5-10 years, I know I won't be where I am today.
Where do you say, do you see yourself in 2 years' time?
In 2 years' time, I'll have published another book, maybe 2 more. But in 5 years or 10 years' time, I will definitely be having a production for ourselves.
We are waiting for that, and we come back to see kama imefanyika, si ndio?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. We are winding up the show, and it has been so amazing. Yeah, with this book, so amazing. What are you waiting for? Just take one. Yeah, and my guest here is so amazing, with amazing talent. Sometimes we have to appreciate everything. I know for parents, just get this book. I think it can help a lot. So Debbie, tell us the last thing. Talk to parents, talk to youths, and then we wind up.
Okay, first of all, to get this book, you can get it at Nuria bookstores in town. And then you can also contact me directly to get the book. And to parents, young adults, teenagers, and all these people, to teenagers and young adults, keep your dreams burning. Don't give up on yourself. I know I could have given the past that have gone, the things that I've gone through and all these things, but when you have your dream, just keep chasing that dream. Just wake up in the morning and keep pushing. For parents, one thing I emphasize on is just find the interests of your children and support them towards their dream. I know parents are always like, I want you to be a doctor, education and all these things. But an author is still a person in the society. A doctor, a teacher, all these things. You can't expect your child to be who you want them to be. Just identify their strengths, identify what they want to do with their lives, and support them towards that. At the end of the day, talent pays, education pays. Just make sure you help them balance it.
One thing I love with Debbie is that Debbie focus in future. When everybody did know that Debbie will go somewhere, everybody dropped, but she never looked down and said, no, my friends have left, I need to left again. So she had something, she had a dream to accomplish. We believe that one day, one time, she'll be where she wants to be, and I have to end it here, because this it has been too long, and it is amazing show. So before we end it up, remember that we're just talking about LoveNut, and just get to this number below there and take our order. Love Nut is just love, happiness in the family, and Love Nut is very affordable. Remember that is very natural and very tasty. So see you next. Have a good afternoon. Bye.